Batting sixth, starting in left field, number 17, Graham Daniels.
Well, hi, everyone, and welcome to Allen Baseball. I'm Ed Kless, sans Michael Olgolnik tonight. He is under the weather, so I am pinch hitting for him. But don't worry, I'll get through. I'm sure you guys will be kind. The chat seems to be up, so love to hear from you if you so want to do that. Let me quick give you the lineup for the visiting Boyd team, the Broncos. They are 13-12 on the year, 8-5 in district play. Hitting first and playing center field, Austin Aldridge, number 6. Number 11, Bryce Dahl at second base. Number 27, Cade Reagan at third base. Number 2, Josh Blakeman at shortstop. Number 26, Cole Ashley at first base. Graham Daniels is the left fielder. He's number 17. Handling the catching behind the dish tonight is Joey Schwartz. He is number 8. Number 19 is Ty Cherry. He is our designated hitter. And batting ninth, number 9, Carson Wade is the right fielder. Pitching tonight and not batting, Gavin Peterson. He is number 20.
Batting 8, second baseman, number 17, Peyton Denny.
We are just about to get started here with the national anthem, so I'll wait on that, and then I'll set the defense for you for Allen.
Starting at first base, number 25, Isaac Palmer.
Allen bouncing back from their 2 losses to Prosper last night with a nice 3-1 win over Boyd. Took over 2 days. I was not here, so I understand it was a lightning problem. But here we are, the national anthem.
At this time, we'd ask if you please stand, if able, and remove your hats as we honor America and our flag with the playing of our national anthem.
Well handled, as usual. Starting pitching tonight is Chandler Hart. Going to get a second look at Chandler in the last 2 weeks. Had a pretty good outing last time. Felt good. I talked to his dad afterwards, said he felt good. Gave up some runs, but you recall that was kind of a defensive set of miscues that really caused that. Although I believe a part of the runs were earned. So Chandler will be throwing to Ryan Blessing behind the plate. Setting your defense, Isaac Palmer will be at first base. Hayden Denny at second. Kyle Tanksley at shortstop. Shea Young at third base. And from left to right in the outfield, we have Langston Mosley, Jaden Wilson, and Carson O'Neill. Just some reminders on that. Jaden Wilson is still 2 stolen bases short of the all-time record and 1 short of the season record. So we hope to see some of that tonight. He also has a hitting streak. We'll talk more about that when he gets a chance to get up in the bottom of the inning. Cloudy tonight, about 80 degrees, pretty windy, wind blowing in. About 16 miles an hour last I checked. And from what I understand, it's going to get a little bit more gusty, so we'll see how things go. All right, leading off for the Boyd Broncos, once again, is Austin Aldridge. He is the center fielder. And this will be Chandler's last warm-up pitch. A few minutes early. I think we're trying to get this in just in case some weather does come through. Want to make sure we can get as much time in on the field, so usually we're starting about 3 minutes past the half hour. Tonight it's going to be 3 minutes before the hour, the half hour. And here's the delivery from Chandler at 7:27. Here we go. That's a ball. Chandler deals. Cued foul. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Bryce Dahl heading on deck circle. I hope he's okay.
And here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
That's not one of those.
Did he offer? They're going to check. Nope. 2-2. A little bit high. Chandler Hart on the year has started 5 games, 16 2/3 innings pitched, and a swing and a miss. First of hopefully many for Chandler Hart. 1 strikeout, 1 out here in the first. And I forgot, I got to do double duty and handle the outs. So
Batting second, starting at second.
I'm going to take the count off
Bryce Dahl.
the graphic tonight. We'll just go with outs. A little bit too much going on here for me. So I said Chandler 16 2/3 innings pitched, 11 strikeouts, 9 earned runs, 3.78. Swing and a miss, strike 1. And 21 strikeouts for Chandler on the year. Swing and a miss, strike 2. He's got that ball dancing so far. The pitch to Bryce Dahl, up high. Dahl is the second baseman for the Broncos.
The whole thing is there's a bunch of people like this, there's a conspiracy that the school is
Up high again. And another 2-2 count.
That scared me, and I wouldn't even know about it.
Chandler takes a few steps off the pitching rubber, comes back, reset, and here's the 2-2. Outside. Payoff pitch to Bryce Dahl. Just underway here. Swing and a miss.
Now
2 up, 2 down, 2 strikeouts for Chandler Hart. Now batting for the Broncos, number 27 is the third baseman, Cade Reagan. Right-handed hitter. Big kid. Well struck. And a single to left. Langston picks it up. So the Broncos have their first base runner here in the top half of the first, but 2 out. Shortstop Josh Blakeman. Now coming up. See if Chandler can shut things down pretty quickly here. 2 quick outs, 2 strikeouts, then a nice hit by Cade Reagan. Another one up the middle, and that's through for another base hit.
Did I say something wrong?
So 2 first pitch swings against Chandler, and now they got something going here. First and second, 2 outs. First baseman Cole Ashley is coming up.
Don't kick Carolyn out. I need her tomorrow.
And here's the pitch. Did not go.
I disconnected. I did too. And I turned my
2 outs. Just underway again here in Allen. Swing and a miss. You can start to hear some of that wind coming in. Chandler sets. Breaking ball inside. 2 balls and 1 strike.
That's not necessarily a crime.
Cued. And that's going to drop in as well. Let's see, the throw comes in. And the tag is made. Tag is applied out at the plate. Austin Aldridge tried to Cade Reagan tried to come around and score. He could not. Great throw by Carson O'Neill, and that ends the top of the first. 0-0. Eagles coming to bat.
Today's broadcast is brought to you courtesy of the Allen Eagle Home Run Club. Be sure to visit them at www.allenhrc.com and click Join Allen HRC on the top menu to show your support for today's broadcast.
Your lineup for your Allen Eagles tonight: Kyle Tanksley leading off at shortstop. Jaden Wilson is the center fielder again, batting second. Shea Young hitting third. Chandler Hart pitching and hitting cleanup. Ryan Blessing, the catcher, batting fifth. Carson O'Neill, who made a great throw in there to end the first inning, is in the right field. Caden Muscat is DHing for Isaac Palmer, who's playing first base. Caden bats seventh. Hayden Denny bats ninth and will be at second base. And Langston Mosley is the left fielder hitting ninth. Gavin Peterson is on the mound for the Broncos. Joey Schwartz behind the plate. First base is Cole Ashley. Bryce Dahl at second. Josh Blakeman at shortstop. Cade Reagan. Third base and left to right again, Graham Daniels, Aldridge, Austin, and Carson Wade. Kyle Tanksley, number 5, leading off, as always, for Allen.
Let's go, Kyle.
Kyle hitting a strong .363 on the year, and here's the pitch. Looked at bunt. Not sure if that was a decoy or whether he was actually going to offer, but
He will.
sometimes that brings the third baseman in a little bit. That one's in for a strike. 1-1. Again, I don't have the count up on the bug tonight. Too much going on, but I will try to keep track of outs on that. That's in there for a call, strike 2. Kyle leads the team in almost every offensive category. On base plus slugging, slugging percentage, and hits. But he goes down. Nice curveball.
Batting second, starting in center field, number 4, Jaden Wilson.
Jaden Wilson stepping to the plate. Again, he is the center fielder. Where's number 4? Jaden is on an 8-game hitting streak, which is the longest streak for the Eagles currently. That one missed outside. Jaden hitting .341, and he goes to bunt, pops it up, does not make the play, and that's going to go as a bunt single for Jaden Wilson.
Bunt single for Jaden Wilson.
Would have been an outstanding play by Gavin Peterson to come up with that ball, and then he dove for it, kind of rolled over on it. Looks like it ended up stuck underneath him, so really couldn't get up and make the throw, and also preventing the catcher, Joey Schwartz, from making the play as well. But all right, we'll keep an eye on Jaden, who, as I said, is one stolen base shy of tying the single-season record for the Eagles. Call strike to Shea Young. Here's the pitch. Nope, throw over to first. Checking him back. No balls and 1 strike to Shea Young. There goes Wilson. The throw not going to be in time, and there, folks, is the record-tying stolen base, single-season record-tying stolen base. He ties the record of Preston Schimmel from the class of, or in 2017. I don't know if he graduated then, but congratulations to Jaden. And this next stolen base is really interesting because not only will he break the single-season record, but he will tie the all-time career record held by a guy by the name of Kyler Murray. You might know him. Fouled off. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Shea Young. Allen loves to jump on people. They scored 2 against this same team earlier this week over the course of 2 days. They scored the 2 runs in the first inning on Wednesday and then finished up that game yesterday, scoring 1 more in the third and ended up 3-1. And here's Gavin Peterson's pitch. Outside. 2-2. Jaden was dancing off of second base. He has the speed, as we all know, to swipe even third base. They pick off. And they got him. Wow. All right. Wasn't too sure about that one, but umpire called him out. Must have made it the tag. Good play by the second baseman to catch that ball, which was highly thrown, and then apply the tag before Jaden could get back to the bag. So we have 2 outs now. 2-2 count on Shea Young. Oh. Well, not even sure if Jaden Wilson would have been able to score on that because that was well struck to center field. And
now batting, starting pitcher, number 26, Chandler Hart.
when he slid back to second, he was this short of the base when he never got back to the base. He stuck when he
Told by Ian that Jaden got stuck going back to the base, and that's why I did not see that. It was behind the pitcher from my angle, so appreciate Ian with the call on that one. See if Chandler can help himself. Throw over to first base.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
No balls and 1 strike to Chandler.
Yes. I mean, he went. Get over his head.
That's hit out to right field. Carson Wade retreats on it, makes the catch, and that ends the bottom of the first inning. At the end of the first, it's 0-0. We'll catch you in the top of the second. And moving to the top half of the second inning, leading off for Boyd will be Graham Daniels, followed by Joel Schwartz and Ty Cherry. Odd scorecard in the first inning for the Broncos. Chandler struck out the first 2, then proceeded to give up 3 consecutive hits, 1 to left field, 1 to center field, 1 to right field. Fortunately for the Eagles, Cade Reagan tried to score on the play and was gunned down by Carson O'Neill. So here's the first pitch of the second inning. Popped up, way high, and taken charge by Isaac Palmer. 1 out. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now batting, catcher.
Good communication between the Eagles there. Isaac seemed to have a beat on it, and Hayden Denny backed off, so good thought. All right, Joey Schwartz now, the catcher. The pitch. One of Chandler Hart's patented breaking balls in there for a call strike to start him off. Swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2 on Mr. Schwartz. And strike 3. Ryan Blessing applies the tag. That is Chandler Hart's 3rd strikeout on the day.
Now batting, designated hitter number 19, Ty Cherry.
A nice, loose, free and easy breaking ball. That's what we've come to see, and when Chandler's on, you'll see that all night long. Ty Cherry now, the designated hitter. That one's up and away, ball 1.
last week on Saturday.
In there. 1 ball and 1 strike. And I'm not keeping up. 2 outs. 2 outs. Now it's reflected on the graphic there.
Because I will.
Knocked straight back. Foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sure, Chandler would love to have about a 6-pitch inning here, I think. Just got a piece of it. Nice. Nice work spoiling that one by Ty Cherry. Tough pitch. Chandler's got those 3 pitches that all attack the outside corner. He's got a fastball, he's got a nice slider, and a curveball. They all come in from the same angle. There's the curveball, strike 3. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the second. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. No score here in the bottom half of the second inning. Your Allen Eagles against the Boyd Broncos. Stepping up to the plate for Allen here in the bottom of the second. Ryan Blesson, Carson O'Neill, and Caden Muscat.
Starting catcher, number 3, Ryan Blessing.
Ryan leads the team in hitting, .375 average on the year, and on-base percentage, .545. Great season for Ryan thus far. Call strike 1. That on-base percentage due to the fact that he also leads the team with 18 walks. Though he just looked at two really good pitches from Gavin Peterson there. No swing, says the first base umpire, so we go to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Inside. Peterson pitching, 2-2. Whacked up the middle. Nice single for Ryan Blessing. Adding to his team leading average.
Now batting, starting right fielder, number 10, Carson O'Neill.
This will bring Carson O'Neill up to the plate. Carson, 4 home runs on the year, 21 RBIs. He's hitting .290, but a solid .290. He's really come up clutch several times for the Eagles. Toss over to first base by Peterson. And Ashley tosses back. The pitch. just outside. Good curveball in there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Carson O'Neill had the team lead in home runs with 4.
Hit it to Highway 5, Carson.
But Shea Young has come up with 2 in the last couple of weeks and now leads the team with 5. Most home runs, Allen has hit 13 home runs this year. This is most home runs in 5 years for them. That's outside. 2-1. Carson made a great play in right field to gun down the Bronco runner in the top half of the first. That one misses. Now 3-1. Toss over to first. Here's the pitch. Up high. Eagles got something going here in the bottom half of the second. First and second, nobody out.
If you are not ready for the day.
Now batting, designated hitter number 12, Caden Muscat.
And here's another guy who's had some really clutch hits for the Eagles. Caden Muscat. Caden hitting .268 on the year. 21 RBIs. And he puts down the bunt. That goes foul. Sure, he's actually glad that went foul because that had a little smoke on it, and had it stayed fair, third baseman Cade Reagan would have had an easy out at third and possibly a double play. Let's see if he's bunting again.
And that dude's not going to move.
The pitch to Muscat. Oh, we have a rotation play on. That was an attempt to fool Ryan Blessing into running. Stuck right where he was. Didn't take the bait. Easily back to second base on the pickoff. No balls and 1 strike. Nobody out here. Bottom of the second. First and second for the Eagles. And the pitch. Another rotation play. And that is bunted foul. They really over-rotated before the pitch. Ryan Blessing could have almost stolen third base on that. But now we have an 0-2 count on Caden. Don't think he'll be bunting here. That probably is just okay with him. Because like I said, he's hit well in the clutch. So I'm sure he would have loved to get the runners over, however. Let's see if Caden can turn on one here. And another kind of deke towards second. Nobody even moving. Shortstop and second baseman standing still. Outfield straight away for Caden. Just got a piece of that. Foul it off. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Hayden Denny on deck.
Come on, Caden.
And another rotation to nowhere. Popped up right at second base. Ryan Blessing gets back. 1 out.
Now batting, second baseman, number 17, Hayden Denny.
Hayden Denny hitting .292 on the year. Part of a second base platoon, or rotation, I should say, not really a platoon. And another throw over to second. Blessing still anchored there to second base. Outside. So Carlos Lugo, Denny, and in limited action, Nico Evangelopoulos rotating around at second base. That's really the one position for the Eagles that you're not quite sure who we're going to get. I mean, other than the pitcher, of course. No swing. Good pitch. 2-0. The pitch from Peterson. Eventually, here it comes. On the inside corner, 2-1. And again, we go play on second base. This has really been a slow inning because so many plays, pickoff plays or attempted pickoff plays or not even quite pickoff plays. And they're working in there again. And there's another one. Ryan Blessing back. Not easily, but he was not really in danger of getting picked off either. They're really trying to work it. Poked foul, out of play. Runners on the move there. Two balls and two strikes. Langston Mosley will be next. The pitch to Denny. Inside. 3-2. Bronco representatives in the crowd there wanted that one. So now my guess is that the runners would be going 3-2. Only one out though. And again, we deke to second base. I think he's had more dekes to second base than we have had pitches to Hayden Denny. And the count's 3-2. There the runners go, and it's poked out to right field. Shallow right field. Here comes the throw. It's cut off. The run will score. Your Allen Eagles on top 1-0 with an RBI base hit by Hayden Denny.
Now batting, left fielder number 2, Langston Mosley.
Carson O'Neill is also on the move. So he is at third base. We now have a first and third situation. And looks like we have an appeal. I'm guessing that is they thought that Carson may have missed second base on the way around. Safe call from the base umpire. And now Langston Mosley up. Langston only has one hit on the year, but it is a double. Second baseman comes in to play on that right side of the infield. And Coach Wilson is going to have a little conversation with Langston Mosley. My conversation would be if he comes in that far again, swing the bat. That's actually a dangerous play to go that far in. And now he retreats. And that is a called strike, 1-1. Lots of cat and mouse here by the Boyd defense in this inning. Ins, outs, rotations, plays at second, fakes to second. Now Mosley, this could be the butcher block. He is, and toss over to first base. That was really to save his second baseman's life. First and third. Taken, 2-1. Second baseman rushes in again. And Mosley swings the bat, and second baseman did flinch a little, as I would, and also stolen base for Hayden Denny. So we've got second and third anyway. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out here in the bottom half of the second. A run is already in for Allen, and they're looking for more. Infield now in for the Broncos. And a dangerous hitter, Kyle Tanksley, on deck. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Second out of the inning and second strikeout for Gavin Peterson. But now Kyle Tanksley is up. And it doesn't get much better with Jaden Wilson behind him, so it's not like you could put Kyle on here. Got 2 guys hitting well over 300 at the top of this lineup. Kyle has a propensity to swing at the first pitch when in his first at bat, and he's swinging again at that second one. Strike 1.
Still 1-0 softball in the fifth.
Outfield playing deep, so have to be a really well-struck single not to score the run. And that is a called strike. No balls and 2 strikes. Again, Kyle went down in the swinging in the first inning. See if he can solve Mr. Peterson. Ground ball gets through. 1 run has scored. The second run's going to score easily. Here comes the throw, but that should be cut off. Kyle Tanksley with a single, scoring 2.
2 RBI single for number 5, Kyle Tanksley.
With a single to left. Those are Tanksley's 13th and 14th runs batted in on the year. And now Jaden Wilson up. Eagles up 3-0 now. 3 runs on 3 hits, and that's ball 1. Kyle a threat to steal as well. And a called strike. 1-1. Shea Young on deck. Would be next. Oh, they've got Kyle picked, but throw goes into first. The slide, safe. Stolen base for Kyle Tanksley on the pickoff attempt. So now, Jaden Wilson with an RBI opportunity. Kyle Tanksley beating the throw from the first baseman on the pickoff. That is Kyle's 14th stolen base on the year. Called strike, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Peterson, when he's getting that breaking ball over the outside part of the plate, has been really effective. That's been his best pitch so far tonight. Problem is that he's hung it a few times and it's come in over the middle of the plate, and the Eagles have taken advantage on that. Here's the pitch. Like that. Through. Around comes Tanksley. The throw comes in from left. It's up the line. And this allows Jaden Wilson to go to second base. Excellent base running there by Jaden Wilson. Paying attention to that throw. That throw was over the cutoff man and well outside, well up the line. No chance.
Now batting.
Jaden Wilson trades places with Kyle Tanksley. And now we are 4-0 Eagles. And the Bronco infield gets together and has a little conversation with Gavin Peterson. Pitcher Chandler Hart on deck would be the 9th hitter to bat if Shea Young can somehow manage to keep this going here for the Eagles. Ball outside.
I think that was the hardest thing.
The pitch in there. That's that effective curveball right there. That's the one that has been really helpful for him. Starts out outside, breaks in just over the corner. 1-1. And Gavin paints the outside corner with a fastball that is fouled off by Shea. 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second. That runner is Jaden Wilson. So you know if this ball is hit to the outfield, very likely that Jaden can make it around to score. The 1-2 from Peterson. Wilson on the way. Strike 3. Ends the inning. But 4 runs on 4 hits. No errors and 1 left on at the end of 2. Allen up 4-0. Top half of the third here in Allen. Allen up 4-0 after putting up that 4 spot in the bottom half of the second inning. Leading off for the Broncos here is their right fielder, Carson Wade. Chandler sitting down for a lot of that inning, so let's see. And he would love to have his shutdown inning here. All important. Stay up 4. 9-1-2 for the order. Swing and a miss. Inside. Chandler Hart with a real easy delivery. Looks like he's hardly throwing out there, but 90-plus mile-an-hour fastball. Just outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. And as I said, those devastating pitches on the outside part of the plate to right-handed hitters. Fastball, curveball, and slider. Swing and a miss. They all start the same spot, same arm angle. Difficult to pick up. 2-2. Strike 3. Carson Wade goes down looking. That's the 5th strikeout for Chandler Hart on the evening. And Austin Aldridge and Bryce Dahl were the first 2 victims. So let's see what happens as Chandler faces these Broncos a second time. Swing and a miss. That one low and away. 1 of each on Aldridge. Swing and a miss. Yeah, Chandler's fastball looks real good tonight. I don't see any guns out, so I can't really tell you what, but it's looking 92, 93. Just punched foul. Chandler stays ahead of him. 1 ball and 2 strikes, 1 out here in the third. Only 35 pitches for Chandler. Ooh. Chandler wanted that one. Ryan Blessing wanted that one. I think everyone wanted that one on the Allen side. Umpire says no. We'll do it again. 2-2. And he got him. Strikeout number 6. And we're in the third inning.
Number 11, Bryce Dahl.
Bryce Dahl went down in the first as well. Before, as I said, bizarrely, 3 hits in a row. 1 to left, 1 to center, 1 to right. And again, it weren't for the outfield arm of Carson O'Neill, Boyd would have put up a run. Beautiful pitch. Just got a piece of it. So difficult to pick up.
That's the first time I've ever seen it.
So 2 breaking balls in a row. And this is why Chandler is so difficult, because now he's got his entire arsenal that he could go fastball outside, he could go curve, he could go slider. And he goes fastball up. Doesn't draw the swing. But now, Bryce might be set up for something else. And there it is. Swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts in the inning, 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the third, 4-0 Allen.
3 up, 3 down.
Today's broadcast is brought to you courtesy of the Allen Eagle Home Run Club. Be sure to visit them at www.allenhrc.com and click Join Allen HRC on the top menu to show your support for today's broadcast.
We go to the bottom third, and leading off is Mr. 5 strikeouts in a row, Chandler Hart. And not hitting-wise when he's at bat, but pitching-wise,
Number 26.
he's really fallen into it after those 3 quick hits in the first. Now retired 6 in a row. All right, Chandler at the bat, though. The pitch, swung on, hit deep, back. Retreating as a center fielder, Aldridge. He makes the catch. Chandler gave it a ride, unfortunately, to the deepest part of the field. And as is the case for most of these district games, center fielders that can run. Aldridge chased that down nicely. Went back, took a quick peek to see if he was getting anywhere close to the wall, which it was approaching, but not too far. And now Ryan Blessing, 1 out here. Grounded to short. Easy play for Blakeman. 2 quick outs here in the 3rd inning for the Eagles.
Now batting right fielder, number 10, Carson O'Neill.
Carson O'Neill now. He walked at the beginning of that 2nd inning. That pitch inside. Well struck. Screaming liner. 1 hop to the left fielder.
Single.
Graham Daniels plays it in.
Now batting, designated hitter, number 12, Caden Muscat.
2 outs for the Eagles, but Caden Muscat up. Caden popped out to the shortstop, Josh Blakeman, in the 2nd inning.
Hey, Coach, tell him to stop tapping and start hitting them.
Ripped! Wow, right up the middle. I thought Gavin Peterson might have gotten a glove on that, but he did not. It went right past him.
Now batting, second baseman, number 17, Hayden Denny.
Hayden Denny now up. Had a big rip in that last inning. Scored the first run for the Eagles on a single to right field.
So much for your 3-pitch inning.
I'm up to 6 now, just so you know.
Peterson deals. Left outside. Let's see if these Broncos go back to making some plays in the infield. Deeks in and out. Swing and a miss. Looked like a changeup. Swung on, hit well. Left fielder makes the play. That's Graham Daniels. Side retired. No runs on 2 hits for the Eagles. We go to the 4th. Your Eagles 4-0. Cade Reagan to lead off here in the 4th inning.
Leading off the top of the
followed by Josh Blakeman and Cole Ashley. You may recall that in the first inning, these 3 hit 3 consecutive singles. One to left, one to center, one to right. I believe the first 2 were on first pitches, so let's see if they go after Chandler Hart early again in the count. The pitch. Great pitch. That froze Reagan. Ooh, just missed. 1 ball and 1 strike. That was the furthest outside pitch we've seen from Chandler. Got away from him a little bit. Fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Top half of the 4th. Skied foul. Well out of play. Ryan had a little chat with Chandler. It was a crossed signal there.
All right. I trust you. Implicitly.
Reagan takes the 2-2 from Chandler Hart on the way right now. Just cued foul. That was a safety swing.
I'm intrigued. Don't tell me.
Chandler Hart in the midst of 5 consecutive strikeouts. Let's see if he can make it 6 on this pitch. He does.
Now batting shortstop number 2, Josh Blakeman.
The Allen bench is starting to feel Chandler tonight. Starting some chirping. Now Josh Blakeman, who singled to center in the first inning. Again, I think he was first pitch swinging there.
1-0, 2-1.
Big curveball stayed outside. 1 ball and no strikes.
Still 1-0. Now it's 2-1. Yeah, they've already won.
Pop foul. Out of play. One and one. And one out.
But they won 2 years in a row without.
Good pitch. Call strike 2.
So did they lose the most players they graduated? They're still
The pitch stayed outside. 2-2. Popped into right. Wind holds it up. Easy play for Carson O'Neill. And that is the second out of the inning and breaks the string of strikeouts. That 6.
Now batting first baseman, number 26.
2 out here.
Oh, Ashley.
In the visitor 4th. Inside. The pitch. 2-0. Outfield straight away. Chandler's 2-0 delivery. That's a called strike.
third baseman, shortstop.
And in there again. So after falling behind 2-0, Chandler has come back now and deuces wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Fouled straight back.
Ours were served. It's like we were white pinstripe with black over white.
Chandler grabs the rosin bag. About to see his 58th pitch of the evening. Strike 3 call. Devastating slider. 3 up, 3 down again. No runs, no hits. It's still 4-0 Allen.
Today's broadcast is brought to you courtesy of the Allen Eagle Home Run Club. Be sure to visit them at www.allenhrc.com and click Join Allen HRC on the top menu to show your support for today's broadcast.
We go to the home half of the 4th. Allen up 4-0. 4 runs on 8 hits for your Eagles.
Leading off the bottom of the fourth, your Allen Eagles.
No runs on 3 hits
Left fielder, number 2.
for McKinney Boyd.
Mosley.
It'll be 9-1-2 here in the fourth. Langston Mosley, Kyle Tanksley, Jaden Wilson. Called strike. We're halfway through and an hour old. Call strike 2. Swing and a miss. Caught. And Mosley goes down for the second time. That's the third strikeout for Gavin Peterson.
Shortstop, number 5. Kyle.
We recycle back to the top of the order. Kyle Tanksley, he is 1 for 2 on the day. Struck out and had a single and a stolen base in the second inning. That one's wide for a ball. That second inning is when Allen put all the points on the board. Swing and a miss. No balls and 1 ball and 2 strikes, sorry. Or 1 ball and 1 strike. Leaves that one a bit low. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Kyle bearing down on that one. He looks like he's a little frustrated. It looks like he feels like he's solving the pitch, just not getting the contact that he's expecting. That's pretty well hard hit. Fortunately, right at the third baseman. Reagan pulls the first baseman Cole actually off the bag, but Cole successfully makes the tag. 2 down here in the fourth.
Now batting center fielder number 4, Jaden Wilson.
All right, Jaden Wilson now. 1 stolen base shy of breaking the single season mark and tying the all-time mark. And that one is hit to short. Hit hard. I'd give him a hit, but don't know exactly what they're going to do.
Jaden Wilson.
All right, here we are now.
Now batting third baseman number 9, Shea Young.
A stolen base for Jaden Wilson will break the single season mark. Held by Preston Schimmel. He is tied now with 27. And Mr. Peterson is thinking the same thing. Another toss over to first.
What's the all-time record total? All-time total he's been tied with? 58.
There goes Wilson. The throw. He's safe. He's safe, and he has broken the single season mark for the Allen Eagles and tied the all-time mark.
Wilson has now broken the single season record for stolen bases. And he is tied for the all-time record of 58 with Kyler Murray. Let's hear it for Jaden Wilson, single season stolen base record holder for the Allen Eagles. Thank you, man.
Crowd on their feet. Nice round of applause here for Jaden. Take a little pause. And can he break the record by stealing third? That's the question. That's a call strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Do have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th.
The fact that we even knew that much is amazing.
Pick off. And that time he gets his hand back.
He will definitely be your interview because he's 3 for 3 with an RBI and broke 2 stolen bases.
And no throw. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Allen up 4-0. Trying to make it 5.
I am the greatest.
Here's the pitch. There goes Jaden. And this one, if it's a fair ball, will easily score Wilson, but it is a foul ball. Jaden had that base stolen, too. Shea Young, the batter, takes it away from him. Sure. Jaden is much more concerned with scoring a run on a nice hit by Shea.
Must have been a good play. There's nobody on base. 2 outs. Count of 7.
1-2, 2 out. Shea Young at the dish. The pitch. Must have been a bit high. Good pitch, though. 2-2. The pitch. Popped up. That one is going to go out of play. Wind got under that one, pushed it way foul. Shea Young is 1 for 2. Single in the 1st inning. Struck out in the 2nd. RBI opportunity here in the 4th. Lots of at-bats here for the Eagles. And the pitch. Up high. .72 pitches for the young Mr. Peterson. Faked pickoff. No dice that time. Jaden was picked off in the 1st inning. Apparently had a little trouble with the turf. Couldn't get his arm back in toward the base. And here's the 3-2. There goes Wilson. Popped up to center field. Going back on it is Aldridge Austin. He makes the catch. And the Eagles are out here in the bottom half of the 4th. But record-breaking and record-setting stolen base for Jaden Wilson. We go now to the top of the 5th. Eagles up 4-0. Well, the McKinney Boyd Broncos will see if they can solve Chandler Hart here in the top half of the 5th inning. Chandler's retired the last 9 batters to face him, including 7 strikeouts, 9 overall, but 7 of the last 9 down by the K. Graham Daniels was popped out to first in the 2nd inning. Here's the pitch. Hit foul. Pop out to first and a fly out to right. The only 2 balls in play of the last 9 hitters for the Broncos. The pitch. Outside. One and one on Graham Daniels, the left fielder. Call strike 2. Pops the glove. Ooh, just stayed high. 2 and 2.
Oh, that was his first pitch.
Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 10 for Chandler Hart.
Now batting catcher number 8.
And now 8 of the last 10 have gone down. And Joey Schwartz, the catcher, strikeout victim in the 2nd, as was the on-deck hitter, Ty Cherry. Here is the pitch to Schwartz. Call strike 1. Popped up. Is that going to stay in play for Ryan Blessing? He makes the catch. Now quickly 2 gone here.
Now batting
in the 5th inning.
Hitter number 19, Ty Cherry.
Hart's pitch. Ground ball. Tanksley comes in, gets it on the big hop, throws over to first, makes the play. 3 up and 3 down. No runs on no hits for the Broncos. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Eagles up 4-0.
Ball still in defeat, right? They won 2-1.
And we go now to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Thank you to those who called out that I hadn't updated the score. So sorry about that. A lot going on here tonight. And let me, while I do that, make sure we get to the bottom of the 5th with no outs. I appreciate you staying on top of that. But it is 4-0 Eagles here. Chandler Hart, who's had a masterful performance on the mound, takes strike 1. 12 in a row retired. The pitch, and that's cued down the line. That's going to be a fair ball going into the corner. Chandler rounding first on his way to second. He pulls up at second with a stand-up double. That's having a night, folks.
Stand-up double for number 26, Chandler Hart. Now batting,
Ryan Blessing,
number 3, Ryan.
the catcher. We're going to have a courtesy runner, I believe. No, is that right? No, okay. He just took off his batting gloves. And as is their wont, the middle infielders pinch in around a runner on second. Ball outside. Don't think Chandler's going anywhere, but you never know. Going to let Ryan Blessing take a whack at it. Low and away. Call strike. 2-1 on Ryan Blessing. Carson O'Neill will be next. Inside. 3-1. I think there's activity in the bullpen for McKinney. Gavin Peterson getting near 90 pitches. And he walks Blessing. So first and second. Nobody out. And yes, we're going to get a mound visit. And I see the coach kind of looking down at the bullpen. We'll await the decision. And that is Brooke Court. So far, it looks like it's just a chat. But it could also be a delay tactic. Maybe get somebody warmed up, so we'll see. Carson O'Neill has been in this situation before. Runners on first and second. I believe he had 2 3-run homers in a row, and that is going to be all, in fact, for Gavin Peterson. And we will find out who the new pitcher is and talk about it when we get back. Right now, your Allen Eagles up 4-0.
Today's broadcast is brought to you courtesy of the Allen Eagle Home Run Club. Be sure to visit them at www.allenhrc.com and click Join Allen HRC on the top menu to show your support for today's broadcast.
In for McKinney Boyd, taking his final warm-up tosses, is Kyler Wolf. Peterson, 4 innings pitched, 10 hits. We don't know how many runs he will give up. He is responsible for Chandler Hart and Ryan Blessing, who are still out on the base paths. But Peterson did give up 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. And here's big number 10. And what do you know? Another fake to second base. Kyler Wolf's first delivery is outside for a ball. I hear you, Connor Hart, but I'm not going to say that on the air. The pitch, fouled off. 1 ball and 1 strike. I'm talking about some goings on in the chat, which people are having some fun. I believe it's relatives of Chandler, so. The pitch, ball outside. 2-1. Nobody out here in the home half of the 5th inning. Popped up. Aldridge Austin in on it. Makes the catch. Chandler Deeks makes the fake. Does not advance to third.
Even if you are not ready for the day.
Now batting, designated hitter number 12, Caden Muscat.
So after Carson O'Neill's fly out to center field, Caden Muscat will approach. Number 12 is 1 for 2 on the night. He popped out to the shortstop, Jason Blakeman, in the second inning, and then had a single to center in the 3rd inning. Cued foul. Good pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike. Caden Muscat. There goes Chandler Hart. Stolen base for both he and Ryan Blessing as the trailing runner. Ball came in and kind of skipped in on the catcher Schwartz, so no throw, but it does go as a stolen base. One ball and 2 strikes, but now 2 out there. Popped up. That might be trouble. It falls. 1 run is in. RBI bloop single for Caden Muscat, but he'll take that. Second baseman was playing in. It was still technically hit into the infield. It was inside that white stripe that's out there, but far enough to score the run and advance Ryan Blessing to third base. So 1 out. I think I said 2 earlier. 1 out. Runners on the corners. Hayden Denny, who had a single and an RBI and flied out to left. 1 for 2 on the day. Call strike 1. And a toss over to first. Broncos are playing their second baseman in for a play at the plate. The shortstop is back, but he'd have to make his own double play because I don't think the second baseman, who could definitely not get there. Now he's coming all the way in, and that ball gets away from Schwartz, and in comes the run. Ryan Blessing scores on the wild pitch. Muscat goes down to second. And 2 more in here. It's 6-0 Eagles. And only 1 out and a runner on second. So maybe they're not done.
That is
2 balls and 1 strike.
3 wins while trailing 5 runs in SEC. Most in SEC. No kidding. 100%. And they are hard to beat.
Smack foul. 2-2. And I'm sorry, 1 out. Get that up on the board there. There you go. And there goes Blessing. The throw, he is out. I'm sorry, that was Caden Muscat. Eagles getting ahead of me here. 3 balls and 2 strikes, though. Now 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The pitch. Inside. Hayden Denny takes a trip down to first.
Number 2, Langston Mosley.
Langston Mosley has had a tough 0 for 2 strikeouts, but I'm sure he would love to turn his day around right here. Infield still playing somewhat in. Called strike. He's playing a double play depth, even though there are 2 outs. The pitch, swing and a miss. And Mosley quickly down 0-2. Chopped out to the third baseman, comes across. The throw in time. Your Eagles are out here in the 5th inning, but they score 2 on 2 hits, and they lead McKinney Boyd Broncos 6-0. We go to the 6th inning.
We'd like to take a moment to...
Today's broadcast is brought to you courtesy of the Allen Eagle Home Run Club. Be sure to visit them at www.allenhrc.com and click Join Allen HRC on the top menu to show your support for today's broadcast.
Well, news here at the ball field. Brooks Bentley is our new pitcher for Allen. Chandler Hart finishing up his evening with 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, no runs, no walks, and 10 strikeouts. He retired the last 12 batters that he faced. Impressive night for Chandler. And we'll have to see if I can get him after the game, find out what the radar gun was hitting. Like I said, to me, it looked like he was hitting over 90, 92, 93, but my eyes are not a radar gun, so. So Bentley will be pitching to the ninth hitter, Carson Wade, unless there is a pinch hitter. So we'll look for Carson Wade, the right fielder, followed by the top of the order, Austin Aldridge and Bryce Dahl. They had a tough game against Mr. Hart. Top two hitters, 0 for 4, 4 strikeouts.
Leading off the top of the sixth inning for the Broncos, right fielder, number 9, Carson Wade.
And it is Carson Wade to lead off. He struck out in the third inning, was a strikeout victim, and in fact, I think one of 2 victims of Hart who went down looking. But now it's up to Brooks Bentley to bring us home here. Eagles lead 6-0. Looks like there's a little equipment problem with Ryan Blessing. The umpire is helping him out there, taking care of that. And the first pitch from Brooks. Shows bunt, lets it go. 1 ball, no strikes to Carson Wade. Swung on, skied to center. Jaden Wilson cruises over, makes the catch. 1 out here in the 6th inning.
Now batting.
To the top of the order we go. Center fielder, Austin Aldridge. Made some solid plays in center field for the Broncos tonight. And weekly hit to the first baseman, who is now Chandler Hart. Did not have that in earlier. Isaac Palmer sits down. Chandler at first
Now
base.
batting, second baseman, number 11, Bryce Dahl.
So 2 outs on 3 pitches here in the 6th for Brooks Bentley. I'm sure he would love to have a quick inning. The pitch. Nice. Call strike. Bryce Dahl at the dish. Fouled off. Ahead 0-2. And
8-4-9. So
Bryce looking to avoid the sombrero. Ball high. Brooks trying to get him to bite on something out of the strike zone there. No such luck. And no. We were all thinking that there was going to be a called strike 3. And that in fact, all of the fielders from Allen were moving into the dugout. But now it is 2-2. And the pitch from Brooks. That's weekly hit to third. In comes Shea Young. Throws on the run. The scoop by Chandler. Out at first. 3 up, 3 down here in the 6th inning. Your Allen Eagles are up 6-0. Kyler Wolf in for his second inning of work for the Boyd Broncos. This is highly likely the Eagles' last turn at bat. Top of the order.
Leading off,
Kyle Tanksley.
Young Eagles, shortstop, number 5.
Followed by Jaden Wilson and Shea Young.
Tanksley.
Sorry, I'm a little late.
Kyle 1 for 3 on the day.
And I'm trying to show you. See where the stand is. Look at this. It went over the stand.
It's not easy to clear out the stoppers.
It is when you're a 255-pound, 6'4" person.
1-1.
That may only be 8 pitches now.
Kyle struggled to solve Peterson. He did get one hit, but swings through that fastball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Delivery from Wolf is popped up. Playable, I think, to center field. Yep, comes in. Austin makes the catch.
Now batting, center fielder number 4, Jaden Wilson.
Well, all Jaden Wilson has done tonight is go 3 for 3 with 2 stolen bases, break the single season mark, tie the all-time mark. Pretty good day at the office. And that one is cued to center. Austin moves back on it. He's under it. And quickly 2 out in the home 6th.
Now batting, third baseman number 9, Shea Young.
Third baseman Shea Young. 1 for 3 on the day. Swing and a miss. Oh, 2. Well hit. Deep. Looks like a foul ball. It was deep enough. It was deep enough, but it was on the wrong side of the foul pole. That one's ripped down the line. That's a fair ball. Shea turning around first. Karam's off the corner. He'll be easily in with a stand-up double.
Stand-up double for number 9, Shea Young. Now batting, first baseman number 20.
I think some of the McKinney fans were
Chandler.
or the JV team, I'm guessing, down here in the corner was getting on Shea for that foul ball, and he promptly delivered a double and down the line. So, all right, so we have a runner on second and 2 outs here. Chandler Hart, swing and a miss. I'd like to say a quick shout out to Ian. A big thank you for scoring us some new chairs here in the booth. Fouled off. Well, you know, we're not bantering here tonight because it's just me, so I'm trying to get some of this stuff out.
You have too much stuff going on. But tell Mike we'll have him a bucket for tomorrow.
All right, good. We're going to get you a bucket, Michael, for you. There's chairs for us, but Ian says a bucket for you. That's strike 3 call. Chandler goes down. No runs on 1 hit in the 6th. We go to the top of the 7th. We see if we can end it there. 6-0 Allen. All right, Allen tries to close this one out. If they win, the magic number will be 2 for them for the district title. That assumes that
number 27, Cade Reagan.
Prosper is going to do business with Princeton tonight, but you never know. First pitch to Cade Reagan, who leads off, is a call strike 1. The pitch. Chop foul. Quickly 2 strikes. And even when he's not here, Micah Golnick coming through says we should mention the start time tomorrow, which is 10 a.m. for the game. Festivities, however, will click off for Senior Day at 8:30, and we will be covering the Senior Day festivities starting at 8:30. That will live stream, so please adjust your calendars accordingly. Here's the 1-2. Whacked up the middle. Solid base hit for Cade Reagan. That's his second hit of the day. He was 1 for 2. Had that first base hit against Chandler
Shortstop, number 2.
in the first. That crazy series of 3 consecutive singles that, again, because of the arm of Carson O'Neill, amounted to no runs. Josh Blakeman, 4th hitter now. That just missed. Actually surprised that Chandler is even holding him on. That run means nothing. Wouldn't matter if he steals second and third. That's flown out to Jaden Wilson, who comes in and promptly makes the catch. 1 out here in the 7th. Cole Ashley.
Now batting, first baseman, number 26, Cole Ashley.
Cole is 1 for 2 on the day. Again, part of that series of 3 hits and also a strikeout victim of Chandler Hart. As was just about everybody in the lineup. Josh Blakeman was the only one who did not strike out, I believe, against Chandler. That's correct. First pitch from Bentley is a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss. Assuming no double play, Graham Daniels would be next. The 1-1. Way outside. Brooks will do that every so often. This kind of gets on top of it. I think his arm position is a little off and it goes well outside. Again, he's going to make an adjustment there. 3 balls and 1 strike now. Wind definitely picking up. We are expecting potential storms in. Hopefully that'll be all cleared out before the 8:30 start of the festivities tomorrow at Senior Day. Right down the middle.
I'll show it to you.
3-2. The payoff pitch. Chopped. Foul. Outfield straight away. Middle infielders pinched in for the possible game-ending double play. And that is ball 4. Did not miss by much. So now, first and second.
Number 17.
Nope,
Graham.
no danger just yet. Eagles up 6-0. I think more than anything, the Eagles would love to return to their shutout ways here. One out here in the top half of the 7th. No action in the pen.
We're going to play this entire game and how long it took them to play 3 innings, which is insane. Drugs baseball is.
Yeah.
Well inside. And Brooks, again, will do this. He'll get a little wild, then all of a sudden he'll lock back in and become unhittable again. Little low. And we're going to have a conversation here. Coach Tanksley on his way out to the mound. Again, we've seen this play out a number of times.
They always throw a strike after Tanksley.
Coach Tanksley will come out, say some encouraging words. Broncos having a meeting of the minds over at third base. I think it amounted to something quick like, don't do anything stupid on the bases. Down by 6. All right, so Graham Daniels now, again, is the batter. 2 balls and no strikes, 1 out. Cade Regan is on second. Cole Ashley on first. Pitch from Bentley is called strike. I got to think that Graham Daniels was taking all the way on that pitch. Wind is really picking up now. Skied to left. Mosley ranges over, makes the catch in fair territory, promptly throws into third base. And the Broncos are down to their final out.
Now batting, catcher number 8, Joey Schwartz.
So it's up to Joey Schwartz. The catcher is 0 for 2. Flew out to the catcher, Brian Blessing, his cohort. And guess what? Struck out against Chandler Hart in the second. The pitch from Bentley. Outside. And we're going to look to do a post-game interview after this, but there's going to be a while because I have to go down and get him, bring him up. Swung on. 1-1.
Hey, Ed, we'll go get him. We'll get him for you. Because you want 2. You want Chandler and you want...
Yes. Outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Ty Cherry on deck. Would be next. He's the designated hitter. But Brooks looking to close it out before that. Here's the pitch. Swung on. 2-2. So now Boyd is down to their final strike. 2 on, 2 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Delivery from Bentley. Whoa. Just got a piece of it. Took it off his foot. Ouch. And Schwartz is thinking, I'm a catcher already. Do I really have to take one off my leg without shin guards on? He's trying to shake it off. And I've said this before, folks. This is usually my usual color commentary. If you want to know what that feels like, go out, get yourself a hammer, and smack yourself in the shin. It's an unpleasant experience. All right, we'll do it again. 2-2, 2 outs. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Your Eagles win 6-0. Superior pitching by Chandler Hart, 10 strikeouts.
With your Allen Eagles winning.
Brooks Bentley comes in to shut the door. No save because there were 6 runs on the board.
With that victory,
But they win 6-0
on the season and 12-2.
Allen now 20-8
Your Allen Eagles will be back
on the season, 12-2. Magic number down to 2, assuming a win, which I do not have. But really the story of the game,
our winning pitcher, number 26,
aside from Chandler Hart's 10 strikeouts,
gave up no runs, 3 hits,
was Jaden Wilson.
and no walks.
And we hope to have the both of them. They volunteered to go down and get them for me so I can stay up here and close this out. Jaden Wilson we're going to talk to Jaden. We'll also talk to Chandler. Jaden, 3 for 4 on the day. All singles, but crucially 2 stolen bases to tie the all-time record of 58 with Kyler Murray, and then to break the single-season record by Preston Schimmel, who accomplished that in 2017, 27. So now the Allen record is 28. And we'll look to talk to them in just a little bit. Your Eagles are having a little huddle. And we'll be back in a few minutes with Chandler Hart and the man of the hour, Preston Wilson.
Are you going down?
All right, and I am with one of the two stars of the game, Chandler Hart. Chandler, I've watched you since my son was with the program 4 years ago when you were a freshman. This was one of your masterful performances. How do you feel?
I feel amazing. I think bouncing off or building off last week, get some confidence, and I felt really good. You
wanted to go out for a sixth inning, didn't you?
I did, but I had to play it smart since I took a few weeks off. So.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, that's absolutely the right play. But, hey, you accomplished a lot in 5 innings.
Yes, sir.
10 strikeouts, 2 looking, including, I think, 6 in a row at one point.
Yes, sir.
How's that feel?
Yeah, it felt amazing. I feel like when you're pitching, you reach that, people call it flow state, and, I felt really good. Felt like everything was working for me, and, I felt like the best player out there, and I think I showed it.
Yeah. The bizarre part was that first inning, 3 consecutive singles in a row, one to left, one to center, one to right. I think the first 2 were on first pitches, right? They just jumped on you.
Yes, sir.
And then a great play by your outfielder to gun him down at home. That has to make you feel good too. You think, okay, you gave up hits, and now you're like, okay, now you're mine.
Yeah, I felt amazing because you're throwing good pitches, but when you're throwing a lot of strikes, it's easy to jump on first pitch fastball, especially in the first inning. So seeing him make that play, and then after that, second, third, fourth, fifth, mixing in curveballs and stuff, that was when I felt really good. But after that first inning, kind of settled down a little bit, you're a little bit amped up, and then, that's when things got really good.
Yeah, I could tell you were on. Just watching you, like I said, for 4 years, you can see, and when you have that arm angle down and you're throwing all 3 of those pitches on the outside part of the plate, one goes in, one goes out, one stays where it's supposed to be, it's impossible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good stuff. So what's you're feeling you're going to be stronger next time, might be able to be extended out the next time?
Yes, sir. The goal is for next Friday, push it a little bit more, and then, keep doing my routines when I'm not starting long toss and lifting, get that stamina back, and then be full go for the playoffs. So.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to that. Great to have you. Great to have you back.
Yes,
Thanks.
sir. Of course.
You know what? You were my first ever interview.
That's awesome. I'm excited.
All right. Well, let's get your buddy in here.
Yes, sir.
Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Come on in, Jaden. Have a seat, sir.
Yes, sir.
Put these on.
Thank you.
You'll be able to hear me in them. You'll be hear you looking at the camera.
Okay.
So, how does it feel to be tied with Kyler Murray?
It's unreal, man. It's unreal.
Yeah. Did you obviously knew this was coming,
yes,
right?
Sir.
You had been. So when was the explosion of stolen bases? It was really this year. You've had a number of them, but just off the charts this year. I think it's almost 20 stolen bases. Well, it is 28 stolen bases this year.
Yes, sir.
So how's that feel?
Man, it's unbelievable. It's awesome.
What do you do to get that read? It's clear that one of the things you have a gift for is reading those pitchers. Mm-hmm. What is it that you're looking for? Are you front leg? What are you looking for? What's your secret there?
I go off moves and looks.
Moves, okay.
So every pitcher is different. Just try to find that. Is get on base, find it early and often. If I don't get on base, I'm watching him when people are on base. Just finding what he's doing. Good counts to steal. 2-0, 3-1, they're going fastball. If we're behind in the count, probably gonna be a breaking ball.
What happened on that bizarre play when you got picked off at second base? Did you get stuck in the turf or something? It looked like you went.
Yeah, I was ready to go. Yeah,
but it looked like the throw was high. You just weren't able to get back.
Yeah, I was so far off the bag, just amped up. I think I dove back, and I still didn't get the bag. I had to go again. So
yeah,
they got me out there.
You had gotten stuck a little bit on this. Was it in your mind that you were thinking every time you go out there, hey, the record's on my mind?
Yeah.
So this is probably a big relief.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
awesome, man.
Yep. One more to go to break the all-time record, but tying it is pretty good too.
Yes, sir.
One of the things that Coach Wilson said when we interviewed him and we found out that you were pursuing this record, he says the most impressive thing is obviously the stolen bases, but you got to get on base in the first place to be able to even get near this record.
Yes, sir.
And you have been off the charts this year. You're hitting well over 300 this year. What's your approach to the plate been this year that's kind of been different from the past?
Just more mature. Going through at bats, letting them kind of go. I want to see a fastball, see how it is to start the game off. After that, I'm swinging, man.
Yeah, because you have Kyle Tanksley hitting ahead of you, who I think
He's great.
swings at the first pitch like almost every game.
He gets on every game. Yeah.
But you got to get in there and figure out a way. Okay, well, if Kyle's hit that first pitch, now you got to be the one that. Well, we can't have a 2-pitch inning or a 3-pitch inning.
Yes, sir.
So anyway, great to congratulations. Really appreciate it, and let's look to see if you can break that record tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care.
Of course.
All right. Well, just to finish it up here, Allen again, 6-0. They go back to their winning ways and a shutout. So this is what we've been used to. There were 5 shutouts in a row. Let's hope that this is the start of another series of shutouts. Michael, if you're still listening out there, look forward to you being back tomorrow. This was fun, but I'd much rather do it with you here. All right. Talk to you tomorrow. Again, 8:30 start for the festivities, 10 o'clock for the game. Ed Kless signing off. Have a great night.